Scott, Remedy is planning a more regular cadence of sequels for Alan Wake and Control. Tom Ivanor of VGC. After struggling for over a decade to make a sequel to 2010's original, Alan Wake 2 was finally released last October, while a sequel to 2019's Control is currently in development. Remedy CEO Tero Virtala discussed plans for the two franchises as part of the Finnish company's full-year financial results, which were published on Wednesday. Quote, Alan Wake and Control, we now have two established franchises, and our ambition is to grow them into franchises that have high brand recognition, steadily growing user base, more regular cadence of sequels, and an ability to generate revenue and profits at a high level, end quote, he said. He also provided an update on the status of the studio's independent projects. Quote, Control 2 continued in the proof of concept stage. In fourth quarter, the team worked particularly on the world building and combat. End quote, he said. Codenamed Condor, a cooperative multiplayer game set in the Control universe, quote, continued in the production readiness stage, and the team is focused on combat and game mechanics, end quote. Virtala added, quote, both games have proven fun and engaging gameplay, end quote. Quote, man, Scott, we're turning this into a drinking game again today, buddy. Max.
Again.
Yeah, well, you know, quote, quote, unquote, no quote, this quote, that quote. Yeah, this is how it goes around here sometimes. Max Payne 1 and 2 Remake also continue in the production readiness stage, end quote. He said, quote, the team made considerable progress throughout the year. Max Payne 1 and 2 Remake is going to be a major new game with great potential, enabled by similar development budget as Alan Wake 2, end quote. Scott, stop the phones. Let's go, dude. This is very exciting. Here's let's do this. We get Max Payne 1 and 2. Do we get 3? 3 is different because Rockstar took over, right? Rockstar actually owns the name Max Payne.
I'm wondering if this will now be split in the timeline now. We'll get a new Max Payne 3 because it's a reinvention of the wheel, but basically 100% of this entire news bit is great news for me. I love this.
So here's my prediction is we get Max Payne 1 and 2, and then we get Max Payne. They reboot the direction a little bit so that they can get away. The problem is, like, Rockstar still owns Max Payne, right? So maybe there's not much they can really do here. So very curious to see where they take them. But either way, we're still ways off from Max Payne 1 and 2. But Virtala said Remedy expects Condor, Control 2, Max Payne 1 and 2 Remake to advance to the next stages of development during the first half of this year. Quote, with a refined multi-project model in place, increased focus on Remedy's core strengths and dedication of almost 400 Remedians. Dude, it's just, that's not how you do that. That's not cool. No.
A lot of Remedians.
Nope, don't like it at all. We are thrilled with a great lineup of upcoming game launches. Last November, Remedy announced a reboot of codenamed Vanguard, which has been renamed codenamed Kestrel. Previously designed as a free-to-play game, the Tencent published title returned to the concept stage. Remedy said it will now be a premium game with a strong cooperative multiplayer component. 2023 is a challenging yet remarkable year for Remedy, Virtala said in today's financial results. While the company saw its annual revenue decline by 22%, that happens. Dude, was that 33.9 million? What is that?
That's zero.
It is euro. Okay. It almost posted an operating loss. Yeah, I think you're right. I suppose
it could be kroner, but I'm not seeing a kroner symbol.
It also posted an operating loss of 28.8 million euro. Alan Wake 2 was a critical and commercial success, and Remedy acquired the full rights to the Control franchise from 505 Games, which is very exciting. Scott, the future looks bright, to say the least, for Remedy and their Remedians.
I'm surprised that they had lost some annual revenue, considering Alan Wake 2 was a blockbuster, from my understanding.
Yeah, no, it had huge successful numbers, right? People are all over that game, loved it. It was up in the Game of the Year discussion. So, like,
absolutely,
yeah, well-received title. I'm very curious in the multiplayer side of things when we get into their codename Condor project, right? What does that multiplayer set What does it look like? I never played Control, but is it enough to pull me in? I don't know, dude. I'm very curious. I'm happy to see that Remedy still is exceeding in their line, right? In their franchises that they're building. And I can't be more excited for Max Payne 1 and 2. Dude, to go back to the roots, like, those games are so old, right? It's welcome to get into today's day and age. I can only imagine what the combat's going to be like.
Oh, they don't really have to waffle around trying out new ideas, although hopefully they do kind of bring some new ideas to some of these IPs, but they're able to double down on what they know how to do. And I think that's what a company like this is made to do. And Remedy is quickly becoming one of my favorite developers.
Absolutely.
This is not the story you want it to be. This story